so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to be doing is applying the scars, and the scars that I am using are these ones from Dollar General. They're like temporary tattoos, but they look just like the real thing. So we're just going to go ahead and cut those out, and we're going to take off the clear plastic, apply it to your skin, and then take a wet rag and apply it and hold it on there to 30 to about 60 seconds and then peel it off. The reason why I am doing this first is because when you do apply these, you want to make sure that you have a clean face with absolutely no makeup on, so that is the reasoning why I have no makeup on, and I'm starting with the scars first. And then once you peel off the wrapping, this is what it should look like, and we're going to be doing this all over the face. I just did it by random, but you can apply as many as you want, wherever you want. I just kind of went off of a picture that I found online. So I applied about 3 on the face and then 1 on the neck, just to tie it all in, but it's totally up to you how you want to apply the scars. Okay, so here's what I look like all scarred up. I'm really impressed with how these turned out. They look so incredibly real. I absolutely love these. I got them at Dollar General for only $1, so it's definitely worth the buy. They look so good. And now the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be doing my regular face makeup. I'm just using some concealer by Artistry, and I'm just applying that all over my face around the tattoos. I'm not going over the temporary tattoo scars that I have on my face. So I'm just going around that and applying my foundation and powder over that as well. Trying to stay away from the scars that I just put on because I really want those to stand out so it looks more of like a dead look. So you can go ahead and you don't have to apply any makeup if you don't want to, but I really wanted to go for a doll look, so I wanted flawless skin along with the scary, spooky looking scars. If you do have sensitive skin, I would not recommend using these temporary tattoos because they can cause irritation to your skin. So if you do have sensitive skin and can't use these, you can just draw them on however you want. But I left them on all day and nothing happened and they washed off really easily. So it's totally up to you, but I definitely love these. Best purchase I've made as far as my Halloween makeup goes. Okay, so now I have just done the eye makeup on the first eye, and now I'm going to be doing this on the second eye. What I'm doing first is I'm just applying some e.l.f. eyelid primer all over my lid, and before I did the first eye, I filled in my eyebrows and finished my face makeup, and now I'm showing you the makeup for this eye. So I'm just applying some e.l.f. eyelid primer all over my lid just to make sure that we get nice coverage. And then the next thing that I am doing is I'm going to be taking a white eyeliner pencil from Wet n Wild in just a white color, which just looks like this, and I'm going to be applying that all over my waterline plus bringing it down because dolls do have a really big open eye look, so that's the look that I was trying to achieve with a really big white open space just underneath my eye. And you're going to want to make sure you cover your eyelashes and your waterline and everything and bring it down just a little bit just to make it so your eye looks a little bit bigger than it is. This was my first time ever doing this, so as you can see, my first eye was the attempt and it did not turn out so well. So you're just going to want to do that. And now I'm taking a baby pink eyeshadow from my BH Cosmetics palette and just applying that all over the lid. For this makeup, I'm just doing a really simple pink smoky eye just to kind of, the pink's supposed to represent kind of like a doll color. And then just adding a black in the crease just so I can make it more creepy and dramatic for Halloween. And then I'm taking this blending brush and adding a more hot pink color to put in the crease right before we do the black. And I'm just taking that on the brush and just packing it in just to make sure that everything gets nice and covered really well. And then to finish off the pink eyeshadows, I'm just going in with a fluffy blending brush by e.l.f. and I'm just blending out those two colors together just to make sure that they look really nice and blended out together. Since this is a Halloween makeup, nothing about this has to be absolutely perfect because you know Halloween is all about being scary and funny looking and not perfect at all. So you can wear this however you like it. This is just how I wanted to wear the pink eyeshadows. That's what it should look like all blended out. And then the next thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the white eyeliner pencil again, and I'm just putting that just underneath my eyebrow, and then I'll be blending that down with my finger just to create kind of like a white upper eye highlight. I don't usually like to highlight with white just because it can be kind of overbearing with eye makeup. So I just figured for the Halloween look that it would be perfectly fine because you know it is Halloween and you don't have to follow the rules, of course. But you can do whatever you want. You know, you don't have to put a highlight at all, or you can. It's totally up to you. Just, you know, do it however you want it. So I'm just doing it just enough so I can blend it down and kind of match the other eye. So I'm just blending that up and down with my finger. And then next I'm going to be taking this light shimmery kind of black gray color, and it has a lot of shimmery in it, with a angled elf brush, and I'm taking a little bit of that product on the brush, and I will be packing that into the crease just to create kind of a defined line, and then we will be blending it out to match the other eye. So I really like this eyeshadow because it's not too matte, and there is a bit of a shimmer in it, so it is kind of more like a dolly kind of feel to it, so it looks really pretty, and it looks really good when you leave it like this or when you blend it out. And to do that, I'm just going with the same blending brush that we use for the pinks, and I'm just blending it like that, bringing it down and up and getting it into the crease really well, just like I always do with all of my makeups, because I want it to match the other eye and look really dramatic and dark as well. The trick to blending out eyeshadows is to just go in little tiny circles, but you know, you can blend it however you like it. That's just how I learned to blend my eyeshadow, so I just like to go in little teeny tiny circles just to make sure everything's all blended. And then I'm just going back in with that baby pink and touching up the pink just a teeny tiny bit just to kind of bring it out more. And then next I'm taking a liquid eyeliner by LA Colors, and I'm just going to be taking the end of that, and I'm going to be putting a dark line right underneath that white that we applied to our under eye to give ourselves a bigger eye look. So what this black line is supposed to represent, it's supposed to represent the bottom eyelid of the doll. So I'm just using this as a kind of like a reference and to kind of bring out the look a little bit more. It may look kind of funny. At this point I was actually kind of worried as to what the look was going to look like all finished, but in the end it all pulled together. So don't get too freaked out. You just kind of have to play around with it, and then the effect will eventually all come together. So you just really want to kind of bring that in. And then now I'm going to be doing my eyelashes, and first I'm just going in with the standard eyelash curler, and I am just curling them. And then what I'm going to be doing is taking my Colossal mascara and just applying a thin coat to my top lashes only, because you don't want the black to get on their bottom lashes because that can really mess up the white part. That's what happened to me on the first eye. That's why the first eye does not look as good as this one. So just make sure that you try to only put the mascara on the top lashes and then just leave the bottom lashes white so you don't mess up the bigger eye effect. And then what I'm doing next is I'm taking my Master Precise by Eye Studio from the brand Maybelline, and I'm just going to be taking and doing some drawn on eyelashes for the bottom part of my eyes. I was going to do eyelashes for the bottom part of my eyes, but I couldn't find a pair that would look good enough, or a pair that I liked enough to put on the bottom. So I just figured I would draw them on, and again, they don't have to be perfect. You know, this is Halloween and this is a dead doll look, so I'm pretty sure her eyelashes aren't going to be absolutely perfect, so just draw them on however you like them. It doesn't matter how you do it, just. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to be applying some false eyelashes to my top lid, and I'm actually going to be applying two different types of lashes. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I'm using one by Revlon and then one by Ardell. So first I'm going to be taking the Revlon ones and applying those to my top lid, and then over top of that I'm just going to be using the Ardell ones and putting them right on top of each other, making sure they're as close to my natural lash line as possible. And to do that I'm using Lash Grip eyelash glue, and this is in the black color, so it will dry quicker and it will dry in a dark color. So once we have finished the eyes, we are going to go ahead and get started on the lips. And for the lips, I'm doing something I have never done before once again, and I'm doing a red, kind of red and black ombre lip. If you don't know what this is, just keep watching and I'll explain it. But first I'm just filling in my lips with a lip liner by e.l.f. and just rubbing that in with my finger. And then I will be going in with a red lipstick from the Kate Moss collection by Rimmel London in the shade 111, I believe, the Kiss of Life, and I'm just going and filling my lips in with that as well. And then now to get started with the ombre look, I am now taking a black eyeliner pencil and I'm filling in the outer corners of my mouth, and then I'm also doing a black line across my bottom lip as well, and I'm filling in the black on both of the outer corners of my lip, and then I will be blending that in with my finger into the middle of my lips to give myself that dark to light look, or in other words, an ombre look. So I'm just doing this to kind of give it a more of a put together / doll type look. So as you can see, I'm just coloring that in. I'm trying to get it to match up as best as possible, and then I will be rubbing it in with my finger like I am doing right here. So you just, there are different ways in which you can do this. This is my first time trying it with the red and black, but I know you can combine this by doing different colors. And then afterwards, I'm just going in with a Kleenex and cleaning up any lines in which I might have messed up. And then I'm just going back in and doing some touch-ups. And then this final / optional step is I'm taking some vampire blood, or any kind of blood that I got from a Halloween store by my house, and I'm just taking that and applying that just on the scars that I have applied, just to make it look like they're bleeding or that they're oozing out of the stitches. So I just thought it was a nice touch. And then once you do that, you are all finished. And then this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was a really cool idea to do. I just thought of it off the top of my head, just kind of like this living dead doll who, you know, looks like a gorgeous doll but has been cut off and dyed and just looks really creepy. It's a really great and easy thing to do for Halloween. If you guys enjoyed, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more Halloween videos. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye!